Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Reselling Farming Mom. You guys, we have so much to talk about. We have everything that sold last week, including a huge Bolo. October is officially here, so we almost wrapped up canning season. I'm going to tell you all about our apple and pear adventures, and then what we did to replace pumpkin carving because my kids don't like it, and quite frankly, we end up doing all the work. So we tried something new this year, as well as we're going to talk about everything that we're shipping out tonight. And we're shipping out across a couple different platforms, so I can tell you a little bit about that. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so sales have been down a little bit, and I think part of that has to do with, I said it before, we're wrapping up canning season here. I have been dedicating most of my evenings to canning and slacking on my daily listing. I also reactivated one of my older sales. I had a Christmas in July sale, and I reactivated that as well earlier this week, trying to move things along. So sales were down, but I still had some really awesome sales, and I also had something sell in less than 20 minutes. So let's get to this. First up, we had a new with tags Winnie the Pooh diaper bag. It was navy blue and red. It had the tags. It was older, but it was still brand new. It had never been used. It was free to me. It had been given to me, and I just never used it. So it sold for $11.63. It looks like we're going to talk about the Bolo right now. So we picked this up in Dayton at a Goodwill down there. It wasn't from the bins. It was from just a Goodwill store. It was a big boy hamburger 8-inch Funko advertising coin bank dated 1999. So it was really neat. It even did say Funko across the back, or it was on the foot. The foot said Funko. I priced it at $14.90 and it sold in under 20 minutes. We paid $2.99 for it. It wasn't $3.99. It was $2.99. Everything at that Goodwill ended in a 99. All of their hard goods were either 99 cents or $1.99 or $2.99. So this was $2.99. Sold for $14.90. Not a huge profit, but it sold in less than 20 minutes. And the husband picked it out, shockingly. And just a little shout out, if you're looking for these banks, the ones with the blue shoes sell for more than the ones with the black shoes. So I would keep an eye out for these. Then we had another item from Dayton. This was from the bins in Dayton. It was a new in box Regal automatic electric polyperk coffee maker. The box was still stapled shut, guys. I did not even open the box. I took pictures of the box because it had a picture of the coffee maker on the that was supposed to be on the inside of the box. I paid $1.79 a pound for this, so I'm not sure how much I was in on it, but it sold for $32 in less than a week. So I know that it was a profit. It was a pretty good profit. And the buyer didn't even ask for pictures of the inside of the actual percolator. You know, they were content with seeing the box and the pictures of the closed box. So that was a really awesome sale. I can't believe it was still in the bins when we got there. Buckle up, guys. This next sale I was so stoked about. This was a Villaware Mickey's 4 at a time waffle Disney Mickey Mouse waffle maker. I picked this up at my local Goodwill for $4, and I've had it for quite a while. It sold for $39.95. I was so stoked because it sold for list price. They didn't even send me an offer. So I had picked this up, like I said, at my local Goodwill. I was kind of unsure about it because the ones that had sold for quite a bit, you know, between $40 and $50, but they don't sell very often. So I was very pumped to find this and pick it up. Then we had, these are a set of acrylic mirror wall stickers. They were 1-inch strips of mirrored stickers. I got these from a local guy that sells pallets. I picked up, I think, 10 of them at $1 a piece. This one sold for $9.71, and I do have these cross-posted. I haven't sold any on Mercari yet, but one did sell. This one was on eBay for $9.71. The next sale was a Moen Hensley towel ring with press and mark and brushed nickel. So it was a brand new Moen towel holder. It sold for $10. I picked this up at my local Goodwill for $2 or $3. It wasn't a very fast sale, and I have another one still, but it was a really easy ship. And then, you guys, feast your eyes on this. It is a vintage new old stock 6-foot Merry Christmas banner snowman Santa reindeer. So those were what was on it. I got this out of our estate sale buyout, guys, and that was from over a year ago. It sold for $19.95, and it was the easiest thing to ship ever. It fit in a poly. I put it between 2 pieces of cardboard, and away it went. So I was probably like 10 cents in on it, and it sold for 20 bucks. And then we have some Pampered Chef. I sold a Pampered Chef new 2.5 quart cool and serve bowl. I probably broke even on this. I think I bought this in a Pampered Chef party I hosted. I haven't hosted a Pampered Chef party in over a year. I never used it. It was brand new in the box in the bottom of my pantry for over a year. I was making room for canned items, and I found it in the back, and I said to myself, I'm not using it. I have not used it. I don't foresee myself using it. So I do use the small 1 quart size one quite often during the summer, but this one I just was not using at all. So I listed it, and it sold in under a week for $20. So I didn't think that was too bad. The last item of the week to sell was a vintage 1997 Anastasia train set. You know, Anastasia, the Fox movie, I think it was Fox. It was 2 train sets. There was track and all of the cars and everything. It sold for $4.95. I picked it up at an auction with I sold an enamelware bread pan months ago, and when I bought the enamelware pan, the train set was in the pan. So I made money on the enamelware, and then this was just bonus. So I'm glad to see it go. Okay. You guys, October is here. If you didn't know, it's officially October 1. At least at my house it is. I'm just kidding. Everywhere it is. So we have wrapped up canning all of the, well, not all the fruit. We have tomatoes left, but we finished the apples and the pears. So before I told you guys how we were going to pick apples, and we had picked 7 5-gallon buckets of apples. We've officially finished all of the apples. I saved enough to make a batch of apple crisp out of them. We canned 35 quarts. Well, technically 36. One didn't take, but there's 35 sealed quarts of applesauce in my pantry. If you guys are curious how I did it, we're gonna put up a YouTube video step by step of how we canned our applesauce. It was really simple, really easy, and it's the consistency of store-bought, but just a really great taste. My 7-year-old loves it. I love it, and that's all that matters. So I know what I'm feeding my family, and I know where it came from. I'm really excited about that. So that's the apple side, and then we have the pear side. We picked, the pears have been here for, I want to say 2.5 weeks. We picked the pears as soon as the pears were ready to be picked off the tree. Pears are different than apples. You have to pick them before they are ripe and then let them ripen a little bit. But canned pears that you can yourself, like chunks of pear, you have to do it when they're still a little green. You have to peel them, core them, and then you cook them, and then you syrup them in the jars. So we ended up with, I think, 9 quarts and 10 pints of pears. I don't have any footage of the pears. We did those last weekend, but that was an endeavor in itself. And then this weekend, with the balance of the pears we had, I've been chunking them. I quarter them. So if this is the pear, I want to say lengthwise, I quarter them. I cut the ends off. I dug out the core, and then I boiled the cores because there's still some pear meat in that core and the tops and the bottoms. I boiled those with just a little bit of water, and we strained that and got pear juice. And we're dehydrating the chunks of pear right now. And the pear juice, we made 15 half pints of pear jelly. which makes great Christmas presents. I get a gift bag and I do like a little lock and lock of some Buckeyes and some homemade turtles and then a jar of pear jelly, and it makes for the best cute little Christmas present, all made from us. So that's wrapping up canning season. All that's left is some tomatoes on the counter or on my dining room table. My dining room table is full of tomatoes because we picked everything off the plants, and we picked up all of the buckets, and all of the leftover plants are in the compost bin. So we regained our front yard because October is here. It is time to put pumpkins out, guys. But I told my husband that I did not want to go to a pumpkin patch this year. I did not want to go do any of that. We've done that for the last 3-4 years. We go get lost in the corn maze. We never make it out. We go pick pumpkins and then we carve pumpkins. The kids don't want to touch the pumpkin guts. It's the same thing every year, same story. So this year we did things a little different. I have some extra chlorine jugs out back of our house. We get them from my dad's work. They throw them in the dumpster, so we get them and we use them for different things. This year I spray painted some orange and green, and we had the kids paint their pumpkins. So we've got, I think, 6 or 7 of them out front. I spray painted them with just some really good Rust-Oleum spray paint, and then the kids painted their faces on them, and then I sealed them with sealant that I had from church. So that was a really fun craft, and the kids enjoyed it a lot more than carving pumpkins this year. So moving right along, let's talk about what I'm shipping out tonight. So I've got 4 lots back here that are my eBay items that I'm shipping out. But I also am shipping out 1 item on Mercari. It is a dress out of one of our Amazon boxes. It sold for $10, and I'm super excited because I haven't even been able to sell it on Whatnot for $1. So it's going out. I have to ship that off my Mercari app. And then I have 15 items I'm shipping out from Whatnot. I ran a Amazon pop-up today, and it was a little bit of a slower sale, but we've been running through these Amazon boxes. So hopefully in the next week or so, we'll go get some new Amazon boxes and we will keep running on Whatnot. But these eBay items. First eBay item that I am shipping out tonight is 2 3.5 ounce packs of pumpkin pie Jelly Bellies. So they're brand new, obviously sealed Jelly Bellies, made in the USA. They are expired. Best by 7/23. So they expired in July. But what I've learned with stuff like this is I sold outdated Tic Tacs before. I don't know if you guys have seen those videos. But as long as you list when they expired and you clearly show it in your pictures and in your description, you're fine. They're buying it knowing what they're getting. So I'm really hoping, since it's October, I have some more of these that will sell. I paid $1 for both bags and they sold for $8. The next item we're shipping out is this Foghorn Leghorn Pepsi glass. It is a 1976 Foghorn Leghorn Pepsi glass featuring Henry Hawk. This came out of the Foghorn Leghorn haul, guys. Do you remember that from last summer when we brought home all of the Foghorn Leghorn? We even did a haul video off that one. We'll link it up for you down below. There are still some items left. As you can see, we had 2 items sell out of that haul tonight. So the first was this one. I am less than 50 cents in on this glass. I have made my profit, my money back on this auction, you know, months and months and months ago. So this glass sold for $6, and I think I still have a couple more of them. My husband, you guys, said I needed to start using some new transition words, so let me know how you think it's going tonight. Feast your eyes on this next gem. 11-inch plush, Henry Hawk. 11-inch plush Henry Hawk. I am not up on all of my Looney Tunes names, and I didn't know all the characters' names for Foghorn. I had to look them up when I was listing these. So This little guy is out of the foghorn lot. He sold for $16, and like I said, all the money's made on this auction, but I was less than $1 in on him. And then last but not least, guys, is a Pyrex 403 Citrus Yellow Nesting Mixing Bowl. It's a 2.5 quart. I got this one from a family member that's downsizing. She was just getting rid of the Pyrex. It was my grandma, and she was done selling, or done, you know, her Pyrex is just sitting in the closet. So we started moving it all, and this is one of the bowls that I had that actually didn't sell and whatnot. So this bowl sold for $14.95, which I thought was a really great price for it. And I made sure to include the exterior in all the pictures because it's not perfect, but it's still really great condition. So with that, sorry, that's everything we've been up to this week and this weekend. We'll make sure to include pictures and videos, and make sure you check out some of those older videos because they're really great and it'll show you some things that we like to look for and pick up. But I hope you all have a great week, and I'll see you again soon.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.